Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. Got some brains, boy. Yeah. Got some brains, little man. Break it down. Degeneration. Degeneration. You think you can tell me what to do? You know who you're talking.
What's up, everybody? Tiger Joker here, Tiger Joker Unleashed. Just hopping on this morning, a little free time. Wanted to get on, touch on a few things. Nothing long, not gonna be long. Really, nothing planned. Just talk about a few things. So Tigers played Florida last night. And like we thought, pitching wasn't great. LSU doesn't throw their top arms because the only way you're making the NCAA tournament is to win the SEC tournament. And the only way to win the SEC tournament is to have your top arms available. Jay said, that's the only way this team is going to make the postseason. So he did say earlier in the week that Case and Evans would throw this weekend of some sort, but also after the game last night, went ahead and said that he wouldn't. Neither him, William Smith, or Case and Evans would throw this weekend. Tells you everything you need to know right there. They are building for Tuesday to throw everything that they have on Tuesday to win games in the SEC tournament and see what happens. That's your only chance, especially after last night's loss. You really have no other option. You will not get an at-large bid. Even if you win this series and win a couple games in Hoover, you're still not getting at-large. So your only chance is to win the SEC tournament. And Jay is going to set the pitching staff up to do that. So I know last night wasn't pretty, not pretty at all. I mean, you lose 11-8 to Florida after getting down 6-0 in the first inning. If you don't give up that 6 runs in the first inning, it's a totally different ballgame. But you also got, guys pitching on a SEC opening night that haven't pitched in the SEC all year. Danny Lockemeyer got the start, and it's 4-0 before there's an out on a grand slam. Two soft hits to the first and second batter. Third batter walks. Fourth batter hits a grand slam. You're down 4-0 without an out. And then, the inning continues with 2 more runs. Florida bats around. You're down 6-0. Danny Lockemeyer's out the game. Regan Rickens into the game. I do want to give a shout out to Regan Ricken, though. He gave you possibly his best pitching performance of his young career. An arm that's going to be counted on next year, the year after. Jay said in the beginning of the year that Regan Ricken is a guy that you could possibly see on Friday night in the future. And last night he kind of showed that when he came in. He gave you 4 1/3. He did give up 4 hits, 2 runs, but he struck out 5 and he didn't walk anybody. And that's huge because at times this year, Regan Ricken has struggled with command. Last night he didn't. He looked good. Best outing of his career. Just a glimpse into the future of what you have with him. Same thing you're going to see tonight with Marcos Paz. That's your future. Yes, he's pitching now. Yes, he's doing good now, but that is your future. That is building for next year. I don't expect Marcos Paz to go long tonight. I really don't. If you look at what Jay's doing to set up the week next week in Hoover, I wouldn't expect Marcos Paz to go long. I expect him to go out there, give you maybe 2-3 innings, And then maybe, he maybe give you more than that only because, you have Schmidt, you have Evans for next week. So if you can get to next Thursday, Marcos Paz can start again. So, I mean, yeah, he can go, but I don't expect him to throw 100 pitches. I don't. I expect Jay to use the bullpen kind of like he did last night. Um, Now, last night pitching was not great at all, but you've seen people that you haven't seen. DJ Primo throws last night. He hasn't thrown since March 31st. You know, Dax Dothy, Regan Ricken. These guys really have not had much SEC experience, but it shows you last night. Now, with all that going on, your pitching staff walks 13 and hits 2, 15 free passes, and you still only lose by 4 after giving up 6 in the first inning. Which brings me to a point, one thing, and I've seen it on X, I've seen it everywhere, that this team has no fight. This team is giving up. This team doesn't care. And I'll say it right here, that's bullshit. If they didn't have fight, if they didn't have care, getting down 6-0 in the first inning, you get 10-run ruled last night. But you don't. This team battled. This team, put bats together, put swings together. Yeah, so we had plenty of opportunities to win the game last night. You had bases loaded with 1 out many a times, and you couldn't get the run in. The same things that have plagued this team all year happened last night. And now that is why you were in the situation you were in, because of these things happening all year. I told you the talent is there. This team is talented. They just have not put everything together. They have not put the production out on the field that they are capable of. And it's scary to see that if this team could put all that together, what this team could have been. Now, your pitching staff has not been good. We know that. They've had their moments, but overall, the pitching staff has not been good all year. And you go on X last night, and, I'm not going to call anybody out, but the same people complaining. This is what's happened all year. So why do you think it's going to change now? Especially with last night, with the pitching staff the way it was. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't great. You walked 13, you hit 2. Nobody wants to watch that. But I am. I'm going to support these guys. It's okay to not be happy with the results. It very is. It's okay to be displeased. But you see, you just can keep complaining and keep complaining and keep complaining. It gets old. This team, we know. They're not making the postseason. They're playing bad. We know. But you go on every game, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And support these guys. This some of these guys, this is the last time they're playing in Alex box in their career. Connor Bench throws last night. He throws an inning in a third, which possibly could be his last time pitching in Alex box. A senior that's been there 2 years. He's on the team last year as a national championship. Last night could have been his last time throwing in the box. And there was barely anybody there to see him. I'm not asking you, to be happy. I'm asking you to support the players. I seen something on X last night that really pissed me off. Somebody posted that Tanner Reeves shouldn't even get a senior moment come Saturday. Just stop. The kid has put his time in for this university. He was on your team last year for the national championship. Give him his moment as a senior. You may not be happy with his results. You may not be happy with his production, but he's part of this program. He is part of this team. He goes out every day and practices and gives his all. You may not like the results you get, but I promise you, the kid is fighting. The kid is trying. The kid is getting everything he has. And that's all you can ask. The results aren't there. We don't have to be happy with it. We're going to live with it. But guess what? This team will be back. And the same fans that are just griping and complaining will be the first ones that are going to be cheering like they never left. I'm going to be watching till the end. I'm not happy with results. I get upset at times, but I also cheer for the moments when they happen. I see the fight from this team. I see the care. So everyone that says they doesn't can stop. Yes, this possibly could be your worst record at LSU in baseball season in a very long time. But, that just tells us one thing, that you have a bad season like this and everybody just freaks out. I mean, you know what that tells you?
You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
You're spoiled. I'm spoiled. I'm not gonna lie. I got, I'm so used to seeing this program win and this program dominate that yeah, it hurts to see the play, to see the results, to see the record. It hurts. It very much does. But I'm gonna support this team. I'm not gonna bash them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Nah, this team is great. No, I'm not gonna say that because they're not. The play is not great. The play has been bad. But I'm not gonna down the players. You play with the players you have and you get the results. Next year, we try again. I promise you, Jay Johnson will not put this out on the field again. He will do what he will. He will work hard. He will put in the time and he will get this right. He is the best coach in baseball, period. Enough said. You think about it, if you get rid of Jay Johnson, if Jay Johnson leaves to go somewhere else, who do you get? Do you think somebody wants to come in, replace that two-time national championship that the fans want to get rid of after one bad season? Do you think somebody wants to come in and take that job? I mean, there are because of the program you have and in the history that you have. But they're going to take a look at, same thing. Look at the way people talk. Same thing with recruits. Do I want to go there and have an off night and then go on Twitter and see fans dragging me in the dirt? No, they don't. Think about that before you make stupid posts. Like I said, it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to not be happy. That's fine. But don't keep dragging it down. You see a lot. You see a lot when during the game. We went into last night's game knowing that the pitching staff that was going to be throwing last night is not what you regularly see in an SEC opening game. We know that. And you go on X and you see the same people posting, "Oh my God, this is the best we have." No, it's not the best we have. But it's what's out on the field. And it's what is out there giving you, a chance to win. Because you had a chance to win. My boy Stan on X posted that, if Regan Rickens starts the game, you possibly win. And you possibly do because you got the best results out of Regan Rickens that you got all year. But it wasn't expected. Regan Rickens has struggled this year. He has a bright future. He is very talented, and he's going to do big things. But you didn't see what you've seen from Regan Rickens all year. So it wasn't expected. I mean, I'm sure it was expected from him because that's what he wants to put out, and that's who he believes that he is, and that is who he can be. But this past results of this year, you didn't see that. So to say that Jay should have started Regan Rickens and you win the game, I agree. If you start Regan Rickens and he throws the way you did last night, possibly you have different results. But Danny Lockenmeyer also earned that spot to start last night in what was used as a pitching staff. Danny Lockenmeyer has been good for you. And he wasn't bad last night. He gave up the 2 hits. He did walk a batter. And then he gives up a grand slam and you're down 4-0. And it looks like a horrible outing. He would go on to walk 2 more after. But, it's hard to come back from getting down 4-0 with nobody out. And then you're down 6-0. And everybody, this team doesn't care. This team has no fight. You go out, score 3 runs, you make it 6-3. You get down late in the game and you bring it back all the way to 10-8. You have a chance to have the tying run on deck in the 9th. When after the first inning, look like you're going to get 10-run rule. To say that this team doesn't have fight and to say that this team doesn't have care, you're wrong. You can see the players caring. You can see the players fighting. Every at bat. Guys that are playing their last games in the box are out there right now. Chris Stanfield, Stephen Milam, Derek Curiel, Seth Dardar. Those guys could possibly be playing their last games in the box. Now, for Chris Stanfield, Seth Dardar, absolutely. They're seniors. They're out of eligibility. Stephen Milam has a choice. Derek Curiel has a choice. I don't see them coming back. I would be happy to have them back, but I don't see it happening. So they're playing their last games in the box. Show them the support. Stephen Milam's been in this program for 3 years. Major part of your national championship last year. He had big moments as a freshman in the SEC tournament, in the North Carolina regional. The kid has put his time in. The kid has put, everything he has into this program. The least you can do is just support him through the struggles, through the wins, and all that. Derek Curiel, big part of your national championship team last year. Same production from him this year. The kid is going to be, he's going to be a major league player for a long time. Show him support. He is playing for the program that we love, the program that we support and care about. He chose to do that. You should choose to support him. Stephen Milam with a big 3-run homer last night. Proud to say I picked him for pick to click, so I have a chance. And I would love to have that Braden Jobert signed plaque back here. But, I'm also not greedy. So we'll see what happens. Omar Cerna with a great home run last night off a low fastball, almost 100 miles an hour. He goes down and get it, hits a line drive to right center field. That's your future right there. That is your future stud. True freshman, got 9 home runs on the year and just killing the baseball. His future is bright, and I can't wait to see it. Mason Braun, a big night, 2 hits. Omar Cerna, 2 hits. Derek Curiel, 2 hits. So this team is fighting. This team is caring. Stephen Milam, big 3-run homer. Chris Stanfield, had a hit to get the scoring started to make it 6-3 in his final series at the box. John Pearson had a big double. That's your future. Show support for this team. Go out there. You got 2 more games at the box this weekend. Show some support. I won't be there tonight. My little boy has a game, so I won't be there, but I'll be there tomorrow. I will be there tomorrow to watch the seniors' last game at the box, to watch people like Derek Curiel, Stephen Milam. Jake Brown will be there. Won't be playing. He'll be there. Guys like that. Zach Cowan is on the mound tomorrow, and, he's a senior. He's out of eligibility. Last time at the box. A man that deserves the start on senior night, on senior day, Zach Cowan. And I'm excited to see it. So, like I said, this isn't going to be a long show. Just going to be, just come on Friday morning, a little talk. But go out and support the team. Don't bash them. We all know the season's not going the way we want. And there's possibly a chance that they don't make the postseason unless you win the SEC tournament. We all understand that. Just support them. Show your love for this program and support the players. That's all I'm asking. The players deserve your support. They're still out there fighting. They're still out there caring. So should you. You're not caring about making the postseason because that's gone. Unless you win the SEC tournament. Show your support for the players that put their everything into this program. You will remember this years to come. Derek Curiel's been in the major. Derek Curiel goes on to be in the major leagues for 10 years. You could say, I was there to support him in his final time at Ally Box. I'm going to. You should too. So, like I said, just a quick show. Hope everyone has a good Friday. Enjoy watching the game tonight. Hopefully, we get some results that, maybe we win a game. Maybe we win a series. It's still possible. You faced their best pitcher last night, and you put up 8 runs. You faced some of their good bullpen arms last night, and you put up 8 runs. Keep fighting till the end because the players are going to. So keep supporting till the end. Care about this team. Support this team. Support the players. That's all I ask. All right. That's going to do it. Real quick show. Thank you for watching. Go subscribe and like all the pages on social media. Some more content coming out. We're going to be every Wednesday. Even after baseball season's over, we're still going to do some shows. So look, till next time, go Tigers.
Real rock and roll.